Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. Introducing peaceful protester, Wade Kelley.
Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. Hello and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
That's right, 2 billion people.
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A. The whole wide world, if we could do something about it. But we have to start somewhere, so I might as well start right here in Santa Monica, California. That's right here on the 3rd Street Promenade, where I've been playing for about over 10 years now, and where I've been seeing the way that Santa Monica has treated the homeless people, the poor people here in Santa Monica. And that's why I have gotten involved. And that's why I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless. That's why I ran for Santa Monica City Council last year, and why I probably will run again, because there's a new initiative on the ballot this November called the Great Parks and Community Housing Initiative. That's right. This is an initiative that will be on the ballot that voters can vote for to use 25% of the Santa Monica Airport property to build affordable housing. 3,000 units of housing they want to build on that 48 acres of land. And then you still have 144 acres left over for a great park. I think that's a fantastic initiative. And I think it's a way for Santa Monica to show that it actually cares about building affordable housing. Because up to this point, Santa Monica has shown that they don't care about building affordable housing, that they just want to make it harder for poor people to survive in their city, and they want to push poor people further down the road without building affordable housing, and they want to arrest poor people for being poor and homeless people for being homeless. That's what they've been doing for a long time now, and we need them to step up and take a different path. We need them to step up and stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. And we need to celebrate everybody's right to survive and thrive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. We need to raise taxes on the rich. We need to raise taxes on the rich. 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 Oh, I know. You say, Wade, we can't raise taxes on the rich with Trump in office. Well, we can right here in California. And that's another proposition that will be on the ballot in November. That's right. The Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 is going to be on the ballot right here in California. We can show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. We can raise a 5% wealth tax on the billionaires in this state, and that will make a big difference in standing up for the rights of poor people here in California. So get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. That's right. We need to have all of our leaders, all of our candidates for public office, all of our candidates for gubernatorial candidates, all the candidates for governor. We need to have them stand behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. That's right, we can't raise taxes on the rich federally, nationally right now because Trump's in office, but we can raise taxes on the rich right here in California. And we're the fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. We don't have to wait for anybody else. We can do it right here. And if those billionaires leave our state because they don't want to get taxed too much, we don't want to pay too much in taxes. We worked hard to become billionaires. That's what some people say. We work too hard to become billionaires. We don't want to have to pay a wealth tax in California, so they're going to move to other states like Elon Musk did. Elon Musk moved to Texas, where he can take advantage of those poor people down there, where they still have a $7.25 an hour minimum wage on the books. Sure, I know most of the people don't get $7.25 down there in Texas, but it's still on their books. And here in California, we have a much higher minimum wage, and that's why we need to make sure that everybody can thrive and survive on a minimum wage here in California. So we have to raise taxes on the rich and make sure that poor people can afford a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. Ain't that right, Lucius? Good to see you. Peace. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. We got to keep celebrating. We got to keep moving forward. We got to keep standing up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, California. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. That's right, we got to keep celebrating even while we're peacefully protesting and moving towards a better day for everybody. Even while we're standing up for the Billionaire Tax Act right here in California, and while we're standing up for the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative right here in Santa Monica, California. We need to get behind that. Have all of our leaders get behind the Great Park and the Community Housing Initiative right here in Santa Monica, California. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. That's right, we got to keep celebrating while we're working towards a better day. I got to enjoy this peaceful protest. We got to keep enjoying the fact that we have a right to get out here and use our First Amendment rights to stand up for human beings, stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, California. We don't have to leave it up to the rich and the powerful. We can all get involved and make positive change right here in Santa Monica, right here in California. Get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative right here in Santa Monica. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go, 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 go. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. All our lovely boys and girls, let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Woo! That's right. We got to keep celebrating while we work for a better day. While we keep working for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. And we don't have to settle for things the way they are. We don't have to say, oh, the rich people are in charge. We can't do anything. Yes, we can. We can all get involved. We can use your voices. You can use your votes. You can run for public office and make sure that you stand up and say human rights is important right here in Santa Monica, right here in Los Angeles County, right here in California. We can stand up against Trump, and we can stand up against Newsom, who has abandoned the poor people here in California. That's right. He sided with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court in Grants Pass versus Johnson. He asked them to make it easier to criminalize homelessness here in California and around the West, and that's exactly what they did. And that's why so many people are being arrested for being homeless here in Santa Monica. You know, last year in Santa Monica, they arrested the Santa Monica Police Department arrested 3,324 arrests. And of those arrests, 2,391 were homeless human beings. That's right, 72% of all the arrests last year in Santa Monica were homeless human beings. I know a lot of you say, well, what did they get arrested for? That's what I'd like to know. I think most of them were probably approached for having too many bags or laying down trying to sleep somewhere. And I would like to know, certainly all of those homeless human beings were not criminals. Not every homeless human being is a criminal. Many of them just need a place to live. Their only crime is being poor and trying to survive homelessness. And that's not an easy thing to do. You know, trying to find a safe place to live every night when you don't have a place to live is difficult. I've known a lot of people sleeping on this promenade for years. I've known a lot of people sleeping around Santa Monica on the streets and alleyways and parks, trying to get a decent night's sleep. None of them get a decent night's sleep. And that's partly the reason why, if you are a homeless human being, your life expectancy is around 50 years old. If you are in housing, your life expectancy is around 79 years old. So just making sure that everybody has a decent place to live adds another 29 years to their lives on average. And we should be able to do that, California. We should be able to do that, Santa Monica. We should be able to do that, USA. It's not beyond our means. I mean, we could end this housing crisis tomorrow if we used all these empty buildings that are all around Santa Monica and Los Angeles and California and the whole US of A. There are plenty of empty buildings that could be occupied by homeless human beings. We could end this whole homelessness crisis tomorrow, this housing crisis tomorrow. It's just a problem of greed. just plain greed. Too many people are holding property aside because they want to wait till they can make a lot of money off of that property. They don't care if human beings need a place to live. That's part of the reason we're in this predicament in the first place. Because too many people have been holding. We can't let our property value. We don't want any poor people to build any affordable housing in our neighborhood because it'll bring down our property values. Everybody wants their property values to stay up, and so they don't build affordable housing, and they make it harder for human beings to survive. And we need to stand up against such cruelty, such inhumanity. That's why we all need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California, and the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative of Santa Monica in 2026. I'm very excited about that. I hope you all get your leaders to endorse the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative for 2026, because that would use 48 acres of land to build affordable housing out of that 192 acres of land that will be given to the city in 2028. But we have to start planning. We have to start planning to build affordable housing, because Santa Monica has not done a good job of building affordable housing. They had their plan, their housing elements plan in 2022 accepted by the state. And they said they were going to build 6,500 units of affordable housing by 2029. To this date, they have only built about 315 affordable housing units. And we're already in 2026. So that means they got a lot of building to do. That's why building 3,000 units on the Santa Monica airport property would show that Santa Monica actually wants to build affordable housing. If you are against this Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica, if you are against building 3,000 units of housing on that 48 acres of land, you just don't care about building affordable housing. That's right.
They got rid of most of the parking.
What? I can't hear you. You know, because 144 acres is still a very great park. If you use 144 acres is still a very great park. If you use 48 acres to build 3,000 units of housing, you're going to be building housing for first responders and teachers and city workers and healthcare workers, people that work in the city of Santa Monica that can't afford a place to live in Santa Monica today. And 3,000 units of housing, that would be a good step in the right direction. And you could have a nice community there. It could be kind of like Park La Brea. Park La Brea, they built, it's a community over in Los Angeles, over there near Fairfax, and it's I think it's about 144 acres of land where they built a lot of housing units. And right at the end of World War II, when they were having a housing crisis, and so they built that land over there. People are very happy to live over there in Park La Brea, that's for sure. So a step like that right here in Santa Monica would be a great move if you believe in building affordable housing. That's right. Good to see you, Ali. So we need to stand up for the rights of human beings to have a decent place to live right here in Santa Monica. So get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative of 2026 right here in Santa Monica. Because too many people want to blame the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. They don't want to do anything to help human beings make things better. They just want to blame the poor and push them down the road. And that's what Santa Monica has been doing for generations. And we need them to move in a better direction. See the people, living in the street. Ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place and lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody has a decent place to live, right here in Santa Monica, right here in Los Angeles County, right here in California, right here in the whole US of A. We could do it, but we have to start somewhere. That's why we need to start right here. That's right. That's why we need to get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica, California in 2026. How you doing, Ethan? You got anything to say? Want to share anything today? You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good. How you doing, Clark and Neha? Good to see you, Pete. Hello, good. How are you? Sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting the homeless people move in to your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Hey, hey. That's right, they're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We could make sure that everybody who needs a decent place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. And even if we can't raise taxes on the billionaires in the United States right now, we can do it here in California. So get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. That'll be on the ballot in November. We need to tell all of our leaders, everybody who's running for office in 2026, you get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 or we can't vote for you here in California. We need to tell them straight out, loud and clear. Katie Porter, You got to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Eric Swalwell, you got to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. Nithya Raman, running for mayor, you got to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. And of course, right here in Santa Monica, everybody who runs for Santa Monica City Council needs to get behind that Billionaire Tax Act of 2026, and also the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative right here in Santa Monica. I know it's a lot. I know there's a lot there. I keep telling everybody what we have to do, but we got to keep moving forward because we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. It's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to be put in prison than a young white man here in California, and many times more likely for a young Hispanic man to be put in prison than a young white man here in California. So we need to keep integrating our society, and we need to keep spending more money on education. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right, here in California, we spend about $20,000 per student and over $100,000 per inmate. That's right. We are ranked 20th in spending on public education here in California. In the whole country, we are ranked 20th in spending, and we're the 4th largest economy of the whole wide world. So we need to spend more money on education, and we need to spend it on those low-income area schools, especially on those low-income area schools, because we still haven't integrated our school system yet here in California. And too many of our cities are pushing poor people down the road. And when the rich cities push the poor people down the road, you're pushing out people of color, because we haven't gotten near equity yet. So we have to keep standing up to build affordable housing in these rich neighborhoods. I mean, there's a reason why Santa Monica is 70% white. And it's not just because the dolphins like rich white people better next to our public beaches. No. It's because the rich people have pushed all the poor people out. They've made it harder for them to live here for generations. So we need to build affordable housing, Santa Monica. That's why we need to get behind this Great Park and Community Housing Initiative on the ballot in 2026. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got that wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got bootleg mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got that wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got bootleg mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got that wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. got no seasons, ain't got no reason, don't need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got the wind in my hair, I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey. That's right. We got 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. Why is that? Did the Dolphin King say, only rich white people should be able to live next to the public beaches? No, I don't think so. It's just rich people taking advantage of the poor and pushing them down the road, trying to make our public beaches their own private beaches. In many parts of California, they're having arguments over they're trying to keep poor people from using our public beaches on many of the beaches in California. And at least we know that those are public beaches, and we need to stand up for the rights of people to have access to those beaches. And I hope we keep speaking out for everybody. But we need to keep speaking out, keep using our voices, using our votes. And that's why we need to take back some of these lands next to our public beaches and build more affordable housing. You know, back in 1978, the California Coastal Commission said for every one of these billion-dollar hotels you build, you need to build some affordable housing. So that kind of went to the wayside. So we need to remind all of our leaders here on the coast, you're going to need to build more affordable housing, and especially during this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis, and this climate crisis. You see me in my t-shirt tonight. It's nice and warm out here in March 18th. That's right, it's a beautiful night here in Santa Monica. I know many people just had a snowstorm over on the East Coast and in the Midwest. But we've had record-breaking heat the last couple of days, and the climate scientists say it's going to keep getting warmer. And if that happens, they say the best place to be is next to our beaches, because the temperature is going to be cooler, and it is also, the air quality is going to be better next to our beaches, next to our ocean. So we're going to need to build more affordable housing next to our ocean, because if we're thinking of human beings surviving a climate crisis, we need to help them have a decent place to live near our oceans so that they can thrive and survive. And when we're talking about ecology and environment, we should be talking about ecology and environment as it relates to human beings. Because after the human beings are gone, the cockroaches will take care of everybody. It'll be fine. All the animals will be fine by themselves. But we need to make sure that the environment is good for human beings. And that starts by making sure that everybody can have a decent place to live, food to eat, good quality health care. And that's why we all need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. A 5% wealth tax on the billionaires. Some people say to me, well, that's a good thing, but why can't we just do it nationally? Well, it ain't going to happen nationally, that's why. Because the rest of the country doesn't believe in human rights the way we should here in California. The rest of the country, there are 10 states that don't have any health care for poor people. There are 10 states in this country that say, if you are poor, you don't need health insurance, because if you're not working, you don't really need to survive. That's what they say. They say, if you're poor, you don't need poor people's dental care, because if you're poor and you're not working hard enough, you shouldn't have any food to eat. So you don't need your teeth. That's what they say in 10 states around the country. And many states don't have good health care. And our health care here, I get my teeth cleaned. I'm a poor man. I live on Social Security. I'm old. I'm old and poor, and I like it that way. And I want everybody to be able to survive if they're poor and they want to contribute to society in some way that's not necessarily economically viable. We shouldn't all have to worry about how much we earn every day to be able to survive in the richest, most powerful country in the world, especially as more and more of our jobs are going to artificial intelligence and robots. You see those robots over there? Like, see the little Coco robots sitting over there. We've got robots littering our streets all over Los Angeles and California and Santa Monica. These autonomous cars and these little robots that deliver food for people, they've taken jobs from human beings, which is fine. Not everybody wants to do those jobs. But when you take more and more jobs from the human beings, you're going to have to find a way to make sure that human beings can survive. You need to make sure that human beings have the basics as we give more and more of these jobs to our robot friends, our cute little robot friends. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. All over this country tonight, there are warehouses and warehouses and warehouses filled with computers and servers and routers and transmitters and every kind of artificial intelligentsia that there is, being housed in warehouses, making sure that the temperature is just right so all of their circuits are working perfectly, making sure that people clean them up and make sure they're dusted off and taken good care of all around this country. And we have little robots on our streets littering every street, electric scooters, electric bicycles. We have advertising display modules on our everywhere we walk. And there are human beings sleeping in the streets. We're taking very good care of all of these robots, all of these computers. Oh, the other day I heard about this. Did you hear about this? They're experimenting with chips and brain cells, making us, I guess, kind of a cyborg thing. They're using human biology and mixing it with computer chips. I thought that was only in the movies, but now they're doing that. So we're going to need to keep looking out for human beings, because we're not doing it right now. We're taking very good care of all of our robots and artificial intelligentsia and rich people's toys. We have to do a better job of taking care of human beings, making sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. We got the rich people's toys making rich people money, while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. That's why we all need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. Show that we want to make sure that everybody, that human beings can thrive and survive. You know, they say that in a few years, more and more of the jobs are going to go to artificial intelligence and robots. We're going to have to figure out how to have the basics for human beings. That ain't too much to ask in the richest, most powerful country in the world. So keep getting involved, keep peacefully protesting and advocating for human rights. That's what we need to stand up for here in the United States. I know we're in a war right now, but we're talking about standing up for human rights in other countries, but we need to stand up for human rights right here in California, right here in Santa Monica. You know, when the Olympics come here, I know that they're going to try and clean up all the streets so we don't have any homeless people on the streets. They're already doing it. That's why they're arresting homeless human beings and shipping them off. They're making a deal here in Santa Monica to close down some of their shelter beds here and move more shelter beds over to the city of Bell, to a poorer city with a more Hispanic and Latino demographic. A poorer city. They want them to have more poor people. Too many of our rich friends here in Santa Monica want to push all the poor people down the road and live in areas where they don't have the services or programs to help human beings. And that's bad for integration. That's why Santa Monica is so segregated, and cities like Beverly Hills is about 80% white. Santa Monica is about 70% white. We have to keep integrating our society. We haven't gotten there yet. Don't let anybody tell you we have. Too many people say, oh, don't talk about race. That's an old thing. No, we haven't gotten there yet. That's why we have about 20 million people living in the shadows today, haven't been given their pathway to citizenship. 20 million people. Some people say, well, they're criminals because they're here illegally. No, they've been brought here to do work for people. And many times, these farmers for generations used people for their labor. And they told the authorities, when these people come in to do the labor, look the other way, because we need workers. But when the picking season's over or the planting season's over, they said, get them out of here. We don't want to be responsible for them. That's why we have about 20 million people living in the shadows here in the United States. And that's why we need to stand up for their rights to have a pathway to citizenship. And we have to put the onus We have to put the responsibility on those people that have used them for their labor and not help them get their rights. And we have to get our Congress. We have to get our Congress to come up with an immigration bill that will change the quotas for some of these countries that have been used for their labor. Because we don't want to become a country like Saudi Arabia or the Arab Emirates, where they have 80% of their workforce come in from other countries. 80% of their workforce come in to do the work and not be given citizenship. We want to have a vibrant democracy, not a monarchy, not a place where people come to do work and can't take part in our democracy. So we need to find a pathway to citizenship for these people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de hijitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ese lunar que tiene, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. All right, peace. This land was made for you and me. Ay, canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. I sang a few Irish songs the other night, and because yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. And we have to remember that when the Irish came here during the potato famine, they were treated poorly as well. And we have to remember every generation of new immigrants are treated terribly in this country, and we need to stand up for human rights for everybody, and a pathway to citizenship for those people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish eyes are happy, all the world is bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll still be your heart away. That's right, we need to stand up for everybody's rights. Peace and love. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you, man?
Great. Good to see you, Jazzy. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We need to all get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. And we all need to get behind the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative of 2026 right here in Santa Monica.
Yep.
They can use 144 acres of that land for a great park and build 3,000 units of housing on the 48 acres of land, the 25% of that property. So I hope we get
the owning class, bro.
Tax
the owning class.
Tax the
Because-
owning class, bro. Here, you come
Tax
and
the
you can
owning
come and
class.
say it here on my YouTube TV.
Tax the owning class because the workers are the ones that make this country great. So make sure that they're well provided for, because without them, none of this would be where it is.
That's right. And that's why we also need to stand up for the rights of those people who've been used for their labor for generations and not been given a pathway to citizenship.
Exactly.
We need to stand up for them.
Amen.
Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores. Great to see you. Peace. What's your name again?
Rose.
Rose, good to see you, Rose. Jazzy, and friend? That's your sister? Well, nice to meet you. I'm Wade. You have a great night. Peace. Keep speaking out for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Good to see you. How you doing? All right, Jesse. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. Woo!
Hey,
That's right.
who wrote that song?
Woody Guthrie.
Oh, you're a smart man.
Well, no, I'm not. Well, okay, I'll
Just
take
out
it.
for a walk, I don't have any cash.
Well, that's all right. I hope you stand up for the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026. I'm sure Woody Guthrie would
Are
have.
you Wade Kelley?
That's me. And also right here in Santa Monica, there's an initiative going on our ballot. It is the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative. And it proposes to use 25% of the land that is now the Santa Monica Airport, 25% of that land to build 3,000 units of affordable housing.
Are you doing a live stream?
I'm doing a live stream right there on my YouTube TV channel.
Oh, really?
That's right. And I probably got 2 or 3 people, maybe 1, maybe 7.
I've never live stream on YouTube. I always do Facebook.
I used to do it all on Facebook, but then they started deleting all of them.
30 days.
30 days and they delete them. I have hundreds of hours of my live streams that I had to take off, and
Well, you downloaded them, didn't you?
I eventually had to. I didn't want to. I'd rather not download anything. I'd rather have everything just stay.
Well, you download them and then upload them onto YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to have to. I have them downloaded, but I haven't. A lot of hours,
A lot of extra work.
That's right. I mean, I wanted to just.
Hey, listen,
I just
Wade.
want to do it the first time and let you people enjoy it or not.
Listen, Wade, I'm a fiddle player now. There's a gal.
Well, you
that
come
plays
down here and play
named-
with me.
There's a gal down here that plays. I don't know if she's still here. Her name is Carolina. You know who she is?
Sounds familiar.
Carolina Protenko.
Yeah.
You ever seen
The
her?
violinist, the
Yeah.
young violin player.
Yeah, she's 17 years old.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen her down here?
Oh yeah, I've been playing out here for the last 10 years. So
You know where?
I've
You
seen.
know if I come back, when do I have to come back to catch her act? Though?
I don't know. She probably comes when it's busy. I come when it's not too busy because I like to be able to hear myself think and not be battling with other people
Next
too
time I
much.
see you, hopefully I'll have some bucks.
My name's Wade.
Henry the Fiddler.
Henry the Fiddler. All right. Bring your fiddle by and we'll play a tune or two sometime. You have a great night. I'll have my 6th string by then. I've got to fix a peg here, you see. That's why I only have 5 right now. That's right. So we keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. We don't settle for where we are. We keep working towards a more perfect union We keep working to establish justice. We keep working to ensure domestic tranquility. That's what our Constitution was all about. It was about making things better. Keep working to make things better. Because when the Constitution was first written, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. But since the beginning, there have been people working to make sure that everybody has an equal voice in our democracy. Whether you're rich or poor, doesn't matter your race or religion, your ethnicity, your belief, your gender. We should all have the same rights. And, you know, just as those leaders had a lot of problems, some of our leaders today that we hear about have problems and fall short. But we have to keep moving forward. Don't let that throw you too much. Hopefully, everybody will feel more empowered to speak out for their rights today. Young women, young men need to have more respect for women. We need to still keep working towards equity in pay for women in this country. And we need to keep standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep moving towards a better day. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know I must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to you little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dupe. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know I must be moving on. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know I must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Hevenu shalom aleichem, Hevenu shalom aleichem, Hevenu shalom aleichem, Hevenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know I must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Oh, it's all about love. Woo! Yeah, that's right. It's just about peace and love and spreading it around a little better. Making sure that everybody can have the basics. That ain't too much to ask in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. Making sure that everybody can thrive and survive. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. And we can do it. It's been done before. That's right. That's right. Government has stood up to help people in the past. Back in 1935, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he got a thing passed called Social Security. It's a safety net that helps people when they get to be a certain age. That's what it was originally. And, before then, when people got to be old and sickly, they just said, wander off and do the best you can. And then Franklin Delano Roosevelt came along and he made sure that they passed Social Security. And then old people like me had a safety net, and they could get by a little easier as the years went by, because not too many people want to be around old people. You don't get to be picked first at the dances anymore. You don't get picked first in basketball anymore. I played basketball today, and I made some nice baskets. And whenever I win, I like to say, I'm 66 years old, just to celebrate being old and still running. And we need to celebrate everybody's right to participate in our democracy. No matter if you're elderly. Sure, we don't need all of our officials, all of our leaders to be, we don't want to have ageism, but we certainly want to get more young people involved in our democracy, make sure that everybody participates. And so there's got to be a balance. We got to, as people keep living to be older. Right now, the average life expectancy in the United States is 79 years old. So as people keep living to be older, we need to make sure that they can participate in our democracy, but we also need to make sure that young people do their part and participate in our democracy. You know, I'm probably going to run for Santa Monica City Council again this year just to promote this great park and community housing initiative. Because when I ran last time, I was the only one who ran who would even propose using any of the Santa Monica Airport property to build affordable housing. Not one other candidate for Santa Monica City Council would even think of the idea, the possibility, not even talk about the possibility of using any of that land. I don't understand it. Anyway, so we need to make sure that that passes, do the best we can. So, because we got to keep moving forward. We need to keep standing up for poor people. Too many of our leaders are blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless, and while they're helping bring it on. And we don't need that. But don't get lost in the sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. And that was John Lewis, a quote by John Lewis, and of course he was talking about peaceful protest, because that's what they did in the civil rights movement. They peacefully protest and suffered a lot of abuse because of their nonviolent approach. People hated that they wouldn't fight back. They tried everything they could do to get those people of the civil rights movement to fight back. They spat on them, they threw things at them. They wanted fighting in the streets. Instead, they abused those people. And eventually, enough people saw the way that those people down south treated those black civil rights leaders and participants, and the country changed. We moved forward, and we need to keep moving forward because we haven't gotten there yet. So don't get lost in the sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Keep on getting up. Keep on speaking out. Keep on singing. Peace and love is what it's all about. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Keep on lifting up. Keep on, lend a helping hand. We can't solve every problem, but we can try to understand. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Don't get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Someday we'll get there and dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. And dream of a better day. Oh, we ain't there yet, but you know we're on our way. Thank you, peace. Thank you, peace. That's right, we gotta keep working towards a better day because we haven't gotten there yet. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's dance Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's walk, let's talk, let's walk and talk about peace and love. Let's walk, let's talk, let's walk and talk about love. Let's walk, talk, peace and love. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, hey. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey. That's right. We got to keep singing about peace and love. I know we're in a war right now, and I hope we keep working to end that, and I hope we can find some peace in this world for a while. There's wars going on everywhere. We need to keep standing up for human rights, keep speaking out for everybody's right to exist, keep speaking out against racism and anti-Semitism and Islamophobia and every other kind of race hatred and ethnicity hatred in the world. We need to keep promoting human rights. That's the main thing that we need to stand up for. That's what we need to be showing every other country in the world. That's what Santa Monica needs to be showing every state around the country, that we stand up for human rights right here in Santa Monica. That's what California needs to do. And that's why we need to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. And the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative here in Santa Monica. I know I've been talking about those things a lot, and I'm going to keep talking about them. I hope you all spread the word about those things, because those are important. What we do, the laws that we make here in this country to help lift people up, to make things better for those in need, thank you, peace. You have a great night. That's one thing that we can do. People talk about different religions and everything. That's all great. You can have your own beliefs. Everybody can have their different beliefs of what's important in this world. But here in the United States, laws are what are our way of making sure that everybody has the basics. Everybody has the basic rights, human rights, our laws. And different people vote for those laws for different reasons. Some people believe that their religion tells them to stand up for certain things. Some people believe that it's just written in the earth, or that animals teach us certain things. Hey, whatever gets you to stand up for human rights and everybody's right to create their own destiny here in the United States without committing any violence or without hurting anybody else. And sure, there's always going to be a debate about where that line, where somebody's rights end before they usurp somebody else's rights, before they cross the line into somebody else's rights. And that's why we have to keep debating and keep talking about. But that's the debate. At least we get to talk about it here and try to fix it, try to keep making it better. Some places have to depend on a dictator or such. Jesse rose to see the morning sun through her eyes of tears and red. Jesse sees that it's a lovely day. I can't see outside my head, but Jesse knows about tomorrow. Jesse sees the future clear. Jesse knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. Jesse takes me through the afternoon, then she leads me into night, and she listens as I play my tune. When there's nothing, she's alright. Jesse carries all my sorrows. Jesse shares with me my joys. Jesse knows I'm bound to run away, 'cause she's my home and I'm her troubled boy. And Jesse flies with the sun each morning. She helps howl at the moon each night. Jumps into my bed without warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jesse says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jesse knows about tomorrow. Jesse sees the future clear. Jesse knows in just another day I'll be gone, she'll be here. And Jesse flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my head without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jesse says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jesse knows about tomorrow. Jesse sees the future clear. Jesse dancing in my heart right now, 'cause I'm still gone and she's still here. My Jesse knows. Sweet Jesse Rose. That's right. While we're working towards a better day, equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, we got to take a little time for love songs too. Keep speaking out. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the song that comes to my heart. Somewhere on a winter's morning, you will see my face as I come down the road, and you'll know that it is me by the smile that comes to your heart. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind, and in time we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, echo the hills. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, as once more she sees daffodils. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again the old melody.
I like this song.
Oh, thank you. I like this song. Do you know this song?
No, what's it called?
It's called I Love You.
Ah.
I think it's from the Mexican Hayride musical. It's an old song. I think it's called I Love You. Check it out.
Oh, what are you on?
YouTube. This is my YouTube page,
Oh.
where I peacefully protest and advocate for the homeless on the 3rd Street Promenade, but I also play some love songs now and again.
You're spreading good energy.
Well, thank you very much. My name's Wade.
Nice to meet you. Margarita.
Margarita. Nice to meet you, Margarita. Yeah, I think it was written in the 20s or 30s, 1920s or 30s. Beautiful old song. I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, echo the hills. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, as once more she sees daffodils. on the wing again, start to sing again the old melody. I love you is the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. Yes, it all belongs to you and me. Solamente una vez amé en la vida, solamente una vez y nada más. Una vez nada más en mi huerto abrió la esperanza que alumbre el camino de mi soledad. Una vez nada más se entrega el alma con la dulce total renunciación. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. You belong to my heart, now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. When I said I love you, every beat of my heart said it too. 'Twas a moment like this, do you remember? And your eyes through a kiss when they met mine. Now we own all the stars and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are the song and you'll always belong to my heart. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. That's right. You need to save a little time for love songs. Save a little time for love songs while we're working towards a better day, working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. Telling our leaders to get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 right here in California. It'll be on the ballot in November. And also the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative right here in Santa Monica. It'll be on the ballot in November, and it's supposed to build 3,000 units of affordable housing right here in Santa Monica. Let's all get behind that. Tell your leaders, if you don't endorse these measures, we can't vote for you. If you don't endorse the Great Park and Community Housing Initiative, we can't vote for you for City Council here in Santa Monica or any office here in Santa Monica. And if you can't get behind the Billionaire Tax Act of 2026 here in California, we can't vote for you for governor or any other state role. So let's keep moving forward. Let's keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education, good quality health care for everybody. We need to spend more money on education so we spend less money on incarceration. Let's keep working towards a better day. Spread the peace and love. And there must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? There must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud within my train. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, feeling my dream come true right now, right now. Peace and love.